Hey everybody, what do you say? Gannon here, JGA 59. And yeah, today I'd like to talk a little bit about the Topps coin sets that were issued in 1964 and in 1971. Uh, what you see here is just a small collection that I have of some of the coins from both of those years. And yeah, I just want to talk a little bit about the sets. I'm not looking really to complete either set. I think maybe the only set I'd like to complete would be the 1964 Topps All Stars. But yeah, let's just talk a little bit about the coins, and then I'm going to take the coins out and show you the ones I have. But well, 1964 was an amazing year, right? I mean, not only did you have the amazing base set, but you had the giant cards, that set. You had the stand-ups, you had the coins, and wow, I mean, yeah, what a great year for Topps that year. And the coins, both 1964 and 1971, were metal discs that were, 1.5 inches wide. And then they had a rolled front edge, I mean, take out Don Clendenin here. This was one of the this is one of the standard coins. This wasn't an all-star coin. And as you can see, there's the rolled front edge, 1.5 inches wide, okay, across or any direction, right? Yeah, they this Don Clendenin is one of the 120, I guess standard or regular coins that were issued first by Topps. There were 60 National League players and 60 American League players, and they might have initially thought that this was all they were going to issue, because at the top it says collect the entire set of 120 All-Stars. All right. But what happened was, after these 120 were issued, then they issued 44 more coins, which were the All-Star coins. And there were 22 American Leaguers and 22 National Leaguers. And they numbered them, right, starting with 121. Right after the 120 were of the standard coins that were issued, they kept, they issued the All-Star coins, and they followed the number sequence up to 164. The American League All-Star coins were blue, and the National League All-Star coins were red. These are my favorite coins of any coin set issued anywhere. I like them better than the standard issues of 1964. I like them better than the 1971 coins. I like them better than Salada. What else? There was another one, right? Old London. To me, these are the ones, okay? That's to me, And as you see at the bottom of these, it says collect all 44 special All-Stars, right? There were a few variations with the 64 All-Star set. Let me see if I can find them. Hold on. Actually, I think I have them right at the top. Okay. All right. Well, first, I'll talk about these two guys. All right. Wayne Causey and Chuck Hinton, okay, were obviously, Wayne Causey, both of them were American League players. Wayne Causey played for the Kansas City Athletics, Chuck Hinton for the Senators. But originally, see here on the back, it says that they're both in the American League. You see the AL. But initially, they were erroneously, instead of having American League on the back, they had National League. Okay, so those are a couple of rare variations. So, I mean, you might call these, since they were initially issued with the National League on the back, you might say that those coins were 161A and 162A. And then these are 161B and 162B because these were the corrections. All right, so that's one interesting thing about that set. The other variation, of course, was the Mickey Mantle. Now, I don't have, there were two. Okay, the Mickey Mantle that I have here, you can see it's really been corroded by moisture over the years. This one I actually collected in 1964 myself. Innocently bought a pack and got the 1964 Mickey Mantle All-Star coin at the age of 5. Here you see him. He's just completed his swing right-handed. There are two variations, and I don't have the one where he is batting left-handed. So apparently this is the first. Well, I don't know. I don't know if I guess the left-handed one was. I don't know if it was issued afterwards, to be quite frank, to be quite honest with you, but the two variations of this coin is number 131. And again, you got one of Mickey just finishing his swing right-handed, and then they got the other one with him batting left-handed. That's one I have to get. But I keep this one separated from these coins here in the tin because I'm going to collect another. I'm going to try to get two Mickey Mantles, one left-handed, one right-handed, in better condition, and I'll put those in here. This one I keep separately somewhere else, and actually I've got a few that I'll show you that I collected in 1964. What else can we say? So basically in 1964, you had 164 coins. Again, with 120, you had 60 National Leaguers, 60 American Leaguers. With the All-Star coins, you had 22 each of American League and National League. And then initially, of course, you had the two error coins, but they were corrected. And I'm going to show you these individually. A little tidbit about the 120 standard coins. Many of them were headshots, as you can see with the Don Clendenin here, and the Bob Aspromonte, which I just featured. But there were also some, shots of the players batting. Most of the All-Star coins are taken from a little bit further back, showing them batting. But, okay, so look, let's take some of these out. I love the Bobby Richardson coin, right? He could have gone into the movies. Bobby Richardson is one of my favorite people and favorite players. Same with Ken Boyer. Okay, and then I showed you the Causey and Hinton coins. All right. And here are a couple of nice ones of, here's the Bob Aspromonte All-Star coin. And Bill White, great first baseman who played for the Giants and the Cardinals and went on to a broadcasting career with the Yankees and then later became the president of the National League. His autobiography is also excellent if you ever get a chance to read that. I've got, where is it? Yeah, I got two Willie Mazes. That's a beautiful coin. Just look at that. Yeah, when I get these, I try to get them as best I can without any corrosion on them, and get them centered as best I can, and hopefully without any scratches or dents or anything. But these are just so beautiful. All right, I'm going to try to save the 71 coins for last, and I'll talk a little bit about them. But here you have the standard Frank Robinson and the All-Star Camilo Pascual. Moving right along. Yeah, here's a nice All-Star Juan Marichal and Billy Williams, one of the standard coins. Right. 157, C44. Right. There we have. Okay, Dick Groat, who was playing on the Cardinals that year. Of course, he previously had played for the Pirates. Then we got Tony Taylor on the Phillies. He later played for the Tigers, and I don't know, he might have played for another team or two. I forget who he played with. Albie Pearson on the right. Camilo Pascual. Did I already show Camilo Pascual? Can't remember. Okay, and then you got Orlando Cepeda, Ken Boyer. Okay, before I showed the Ken Boyer All-Star coin. And then we've got Tommy Davis with the Los Angeles Dodgers, Jerry Lumpy with the Detroit Tigers. Yeah, Jerry Lumpy had previously played for the Yankees, I know that. And, I guess I'm up. It's cool that they came up together. Brooks and Frank, or Frank and Brooks. Of course, Frank was still on the Reds at this time. And you got Brooks Robinson, and still wearing the old style cap. Of course, later Frank was traded to the Orioles. As you can see from the Bird Belters card of 1968. All right, almost done with the 64 coins. Okay. Nice Warren Spahn, Bill Freehan. Okay. Then we got Whitey Ford, Joe Pepitone. Okay, and finishing up with Elston Howard and Earl Batty. Okay, now the 1971 coins, okay, there were 153 of them, and they were issued in 3 series, although they Topps issued a checklist, just one checklist, with all 153. Okay. And, so there were 153 coins. The first series, I'll put this over here. I took some notes. The first series had gold backs. Those were coins 1 through 51. Then the second series, coins 52 through 102, had silver backs. And the third and final series, 103 to 153, had metallic blue backs. And there was one significant error coin where number 21, Bill Grabarkowitz, who played for the Dodgers, I believe he was an infielder, the rolled edge was on the back, so instead of having the rolled edge on the front, the rolled edge was on the back. Now I have, I happen to have just a small number of coins. And what's good about this is that they're all from different series. Let me see. Okay. Well, as you can see, here's a gold back, the Roy White coin. So this was from the first series. I'm just trying to collect, players that I really liked from that period of time. Right now I'm looking for a Bobby Mercer. He was my favorite player with the Yankees after Mickey Mantle retired. So you can see the gold back. Now, silver backs, let's see what I can find. Yeah, see the silver backs We're in the second series, so you can see the difference there. All right, Tommy Agee. I think I showed this coin in another video. Tommy Agee. And the third series, as I just said, had a metallic blue back, and I showed this Woolwich coin, I think, in another video. But you made something like, you can see. Look at that. Yeah, the second series has the silver back, and the third series has the metallic blue back. And, yeah. So, these, two coins are from the third series, Willie Horton, Mickey Lolich, and Fritz Peterson, the Yankee pitcher. Yeah, very quickly, I'll just show you. I have, whoops, knocked the camera. These were coins I actually collected in 1964. Again, they have a little rust on them. Warren Spahn, Mickey Mantle. We got the Sandy Koufax. Let's see, Carl Yastrzemski, wow. He's been through the mill. And, yep, Frank Robinson. And Hank Aaron. I know I had a Harmon Killebrew, but I can't find that one. At any rate, that's what I got for you today. I hope that maybe... there really is one more thing to say about the Topps. I'll just say it. Okay, about the 71 set, okay? And what was interesting about the 71 set is that there was a color pattern to it, okay? With the pattern repeating every 4 coins. So, the first coin would be a bronze rim with a green inner pennant, or whatever inside. And, the second coin would have the blue rim. The rim was actually blue with a red inner border. The third coin in the series, a blue rim with a green inner border. And the fourth coin in the series, a gold rim with a red inner border. There were a couple variations, a coin 6542, where, they broke the pattern. But if you look at you can see the blue border here. That's also a blue border. And you can see Willie Horton's in red, Tommy Agee's in green. Fritz Peterson's also in blue and red. Yeah. So I don't really have anything to show you as far as the different colored rims. But you can see anyway that we have green and red insides. How about Roy White? What do we have? Here's blue and red. All right, so okay, hey, maybe we learned a little something about the Topps coin sets, and we'll leave it there, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Take it easy. Bye bye.